Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello all, my name is Dhimas Dwyki. Here, I would like to present the material Classroom Management. General Principles of Classroom Management. Classroom management refers to a wide variety of skills and techniques that teachers use to keep students organized, orderly, focused, attentive, on task, and academically productive during a class. General guidelines for classroom management. First, establish teacher and student roles. Make explicit your role as a teacher is and how student participation fits into an organized class hour. Second, articulate unambiguous objectives and goals. When students know what the ultimate purpose of lesson and tasks within the lesson are, they will more effectively develop intrinsic motivates to succeed. Third, be flexible. You should prepare for a lesson. You will need to be flexible in modifying and adapting your original plans. Fourth, allow students some choice in activities and exercise. When students are given the option to choose from, it increases their interest. Fifth, take personal interest in student. You can see each one as a unique individual, worthy of your attention. The better informal conversation, compliment on good work, and awareness of very good personal background can be it. Six, be fair to all students. It is easy to have favorite student in your classroom, but it is important to treat every student with equal affection and attention. 7. Exhibit enthusiasm and a positive attitude yourself. The more they exhibit enthusiasm for class activities, the more is positive outlook that will rub off on your student. 8. Challenge student of both higher and lower levels ability. The physical environment of the classroom. Sight, sound, and comfort. Students are indeed profoundly affected by what they see, hear, and comfort when they enter the classroom. If they have any power to control the following, it will be your time to do so. Creating an optimal classroom physical environment. First, maintain a classroom that is neat, clean, and orderly in appearance. Second, erase the chalkboard or whiteboard before its class period. Third, arrange chairs appropriately. If the room has built-in board and you have the freedom to use them, take advantage of visual stimuli to interest students. As much as possible, keep the classroom free from external noise, like street noise. If possible, see to it that acoustics within your classroom are optimal. Last, ensure efficient operation of heating or cooling system. Seating arrangement. If your classroom has movable desks and chairs, consider a semicircle, U-shape, concentric circle. Try to design a configuration that allows interaction between students. Students come from varied mother tongue backgrounds. L2 will be easier to practice if students from the same L1 are not sitting next to each other. Or may you want to mix personality styles like introvert or extrovert in a sitting group. Chalkboard or whiteboard. In many classrooms, a whiteboard is used with erasable marker. It gives students added visual input along with auditory. It allows you to illustrate with words or picture on graphs and charts. Next, equipment. Many courses now assume that equipment is either built in the classroom or already available on portable cart using electrical equipment like laptop, computer, projection, or video player. Next, voice and body language. Another fundamental classroom management concern has to do with you and the message you send through your voice and through your body language. You do not have to have a loud voice, booming voice, but you need to be heard by all students in the classroom. Where students might not have the all skill they need to decipher verbal language, their attention is drawn to nonverbal communication. Toward effective teachers' nonverbal communication, let your body posture exhibit an air of confidence. Your mouth should reflect optimism, brightness, and warmth. Use facial and hand gesture to enhance meaning of word and sentence that might otherwise be unclear. And the others. Next, unplanned teaching, midstream lesson change. This is commonplace. Classroom management involves decision about what to do and when. Consider these possibilities. Your student disgrace and throw off the plan for the day. You disgrace or throw off the plan for the day. Unexpected but pertinent question comes up, and others. You have to engage unplanned teaching that makes demand on you that were not anticipated in your lesson plan. The key is poise. You will keep the respect of your student and your own self-confidence by staying calm, assessing the situation quickly, making a midstream change in your plan, and allowing the lesson to move on. Teaching under adverse circumstances. There are always imperfect institutions, imperfect people, and imperfect circumstances for us to deal with. How us deal with them is one of the most significant factors contributing to your personal success. Teaching large class. What should you do in this situation? We nevertheless may have to cope with the reality of a large class for the time being. Large classes present some problems. Proficiency and ability vary widely across students. You tend to rely on lectures, videos, and others whole class presentation. A good deal of group work might be monitored, and report from groups may have to be randomly selected. Some solutions to these problems are available. Consider the following that apply to one or several of these above challenges. Try to make each student feel important by learning their names and using them. Set up small learning center in your class where students can do individualist work. Organize informal conversation groups and study groups, and the others. Teaching multiple proficiency levels in the same class. There is often a wide range of proficiency level among students in the same class. So how do we deal with this? Here are some suggestions to consider. Suggestions for teaching classes with multiple proficiency level. First, avoid overgeneralizations of proficiency level. Individualize your techniques. Over choice. Use technological aids. Aim for the middle. Vary group for text. Target language only in the classroom. There is a current of opinion that claims that one should not use native language in class. This belief probably stems from methods such as direct method, which support the practice of target language in classroom. Guidelines for using and not using L1 in the classroom. Set clear guidelines. Explain the value of using the L2. Stimulate intrinsic motivation. Choose appropriate text. Create in your classroom an L2 atmosphere. Compromising with the institution. Another adverse circumstance is one that most teachers have to deal with at some time in their career. Teaching under institutional conditions that do not meet their ideal standards or philosophy of education. Sometimes they center on administrative constraints that are beyond the scope and the power of one individual. Some examples: classes that are far too large to allow for the kind of the result that the administration expects. Physical conditions in the classroom that are counterproductive. Administratively imposed constraints on what you have to teach in your course. Next, discipline. If all of your students were hardworking, highly motivated, active, dedicated, intelligent learners, discipline issues will be minimal. But the reality is that virtually every classroom atmosphere benefits from a clear understanding of behavior expectation. Guidelines for maintaining classroom discipline. Authority, fairness, codes of conduct, expectation, firmness, student dignity, decorum, source of problem, institutional support. Next, cheating. Cheating is a special disciplinary method that warrants carefully treatment. The disciplinary suggestion as a guide to a solution, minimizing opportunities to cheat, that is, prevention. Consider an A and B form of a test in which items are different ordered for every other person, thereby making it more difficult for someone to spot an answer. Teachers' roles and styles. Roles. A teacher has to play many roles. Think of the possibilities like authority figures, leader, knower, director, manager, counselor, guide, and even such as a friend, confidant, and parent. Teaching styles. Teaching style will almost always be consistent with your personality style, which can vary greatly from individual to individual. Next, cultural expectation. Here are some cultural expectations of teachers and student roles. Creating a positive classroom climate. The roles you play and the styles you develop will merge to give you some tools for creating a classroom climate that is positive, stimulating, and energizing. First, establish rapport. Show interest in each student as a person. Give feedback on each person's progress. Openly solicit students' ideas and feelings. Next, balance praise and criticism. Here are effective praise and ineffective praise. And the last, generate energy. Energy is what you react to when you walk out of the class period and say to yourself, "Wow, that was a great class," or "What a great group of students." Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. If you have any question, you can ask in the group. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.